My name's Duddy, set up builds and stuff. Today's video is going to be quite short, so it's not actually a full-on build, but I want to talk to you about an SMG, the Fast Talker. This gives you incredible super energy, and I know this gets used for DPS builds quite a lot, but with attrition orbs and target lock on there, paired up with the Ballandor's Wrathweavers, this will give you a crazy amount of super energy. And the Winter's Wrath with Ballandor's got like some major buffs. I've been banging on about these exotics all season. In fact, for the last 2 years, incredibly underrated, but this will let you literally walk through GMs and kill multiple champions at a time and bosses with this super. So we're going to be using the Fast Talker to rinse GMs, so stay with me, I'll break it down. We'll start off with a Fast Talker. It's a balanced heat weapon, loads of different rolls on there. The roll I really like is attrition orbs, because you're going to get loads of orbs, which is just good for everything. Surges, health regen, etc. Just a really good perk, super energy, etc. We've also got target lock on there. This will increase your damage. We'll go into that as we go. And then obviously it's also got the accelerated assault on there as well, which dealing sustained damage with this weapon, loads slightly more ammo from reserves, removes heat and increases the damage. You get an extra 5% on top of your target lock and attrition orbs. So if you just look at this, 23, that's what it hits for, and then when the accelerated assault pops up, you're going to hit for 24. Not bad. Add in your Ballandor's Wrathweavers. Targets frozen by Winter's Wrath take increased shatter damage. Like I said, it gets buffed. And every time you put your Rift down, as long as you're running Frost Pulse, it's going to give you ×8 Frost Armor and a ×2 Weapon Surge for stasis weapons. So you get a 17% damage increase just by putting your Rift down. And maximum resistance, 50% DR. And you're going to see all that working together now. Going all the way up to 28. That's your extra damage. Really good for just general damage. I know primaries are not in the best place at the moment, but it's not a bad damage increase. And then you've got your target lock on there as well. And you're creating an ungodly amount of orbs for you and your teammates. Left, right, and centre. Just literal orbs everywhere. Now, in the next clip, if you just take a look at my super energy here, this is out without me picking the attrition orbs up as well. Just look at that. How nuts is that? I know this weapon has been used for DPS builds like Peacekeepers, etc. But when you pair it up with a Ballandor's, I'm going to show you some clips of this super. Absolutely wrecking things in Grandmaster GM's -50s. It's just incredibly strong. So basically, I'm using this SMG just to feed my super. That is it. Not really for damage. I'm just literally using it to feed my super. And once you've got that super up, it's ridiculous. And then again, you can use your surges, your attrition orbs, your orbs for all your surges, etc. Whatever you want to do with them. So every time you put your Rift down with Ballandor's, like I said, you get ×8 Frost, ×2 Stasis Weapon Surge. You can double it up with an attrition orb sword, something like Illumin as well. So you could sort of like do your attrition orbs with your submachine gun, attrition orbs with your sword. You can create orbs left, right, and centre, and you're getting a nice damage boost from both weapons, 17% extra. And you also get a ×4 Stasis Weapon Surge whenever you use your super as well. So you can literally create orbs left, right, and centre, which is going to feed that mighty Winter's Wrath super. So this SMG is an absolute must-have. So if you can see here, I've got like 60% of my super. Just doing that. Like, I'm not really doing it for damage. I'm just making sure I've got my super for the next part of this GM in that room. So guaranteed that super. And why this super is so good, it can literally kill -50 double champs at a time. This is just a single target. You can kill doubles, multiples, as long as they're sort of in the right area. Excellent for overload. Very easy to do. Nice, cushy, easy kill. In the next clip, you're going to see me absolutely rinsing a couple of overloads. But once you've got this super up, guys, it's an absolute joke. And you can have infinite supers. In this GM, I think I had about 13 supers just shooting my SMG. It's just incredibly strong. So again, this Winter's Wrath and Fast Talker is a combo you should severely take a look at. Do not underestimate it. Like I said, I know Fast Talker is really good for Peacekeeper, DPS builds and other DPS builds, but just using it for this roaming super on the warlock is absolutely nuts. And again, I just need a little bit of super energy before the boss spawns. Pull your Fast Talker out, get some orbs, get your super energy going, and you've guaranteed your super for the end part of the GM. That wraps up the video. I just wanted to share that little combo. Incredible. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.